Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now we're going to continue our gameplay as Germany. We made it only up till the 17th of March in that first episode, mostly just because there was a lot of setup to do, and the only thing going on in the world right now is the civil war in Spain. Alright, here we are. We're going to throw this back on political map mode, crank the speed up to 5 so we can get through this initial, dry period in the beginning of the game as quickly as possible. I do have this... You know what? I'm looking at the battle plans. Hang on, let's slow this down a little. Oh Jesus Christ! Hang on a sec. The scrolling is a little quicker than I expected it to be. So whenever I kind of went up here to grab this, the time compression, and it scrolled a little faster than I thought. I'm kind of get the feeling that the battle plans is just markers for you, and there's not actually anything attached to it. That's kind of what I feel right now, because... Well, oh, God damn it. Let's open this up, click on Fallwise here. Select an object. So you can delete it, create new plan. I feel like this is just plans for yourself, and it... I don't know, do you actually attach units to this and they do the work for them? Or is this... Let's actually check something really quick. If we... Like if we... So this is the front here. Taken from HQ above us or default to neutral. Player controlled, AI control. So if we set this to AI control, we're not going to reorient a defensive stance. We're going to do a blitzkrieg stance. Air offensive, naval, nothing. Okay, let's see. I don't do AI very often, so we're going to need to give it objectives. So let's open up our VP map mode here. It's going to need to take... Or... Do we right-click? Right-click. Okay, there we go. And right there. And right there. So those are all of the VPs. We just told them... Well, I don't know why that one got added in there. So we added in all of the victory points. And this is set to AI control. I think... Just for shits and giggles, and because it's like a secondary front at the beginning of this warrior, I may give AI control over to this army and see what the fuck they do. They say they need 14 armor, 54 infantry, 3 interceptor, 2 marines, 3 tactical bombers, and 4 transports. I don't think you need that much. Okay, so we're done with that. So, was that all I would need to do to set this up? We'll receive reinforcements if possible. Upgrades whenever possible. We can edit the theater. How does that work? Well, how does editing the theater work? Select provinces that should belong to this theater. Shortcut T. So this whole these guys are AI controlling this whole thing. I guess we'll just like, where are they going? They're going back to Berlin. Why are they going back to Berlin? Man, the thought of AI control scares the shit out of me, because in this game you could really get fucked up if you make a mistake. You can really get fucked up real good and fast. All right, let's make sure we're using everything. Oh, we actually almost got our first infantry. It's an entire corps of infantry. It'll be done on May 23rd, it looks like. We can turn this off. Heavy guns advanced, that's not a big deal. I got this cranked up all the way to speed 5 right now. We need nothing. So if I go to these guys, see, look, they move their guy on AI control. They move their guys way out of range. So when you give AI orders, it only gives it to the top. No orders. It says no orders. I feel like I'm missing something. So if this guy's automated, this one's not? It doesn't automate the ones underneath him? Or is it automated by proxy? I feel like the automation system is deeply flawed. I feel like either I'm missing something about it, like there's something I'm not understanding. Like that, like these guys are clearly automated. They're doing stuff by themselves. But it doesn't say they're automated. Or does it say, does that mean... See here, it highlighted as green, and that means it's automated. And this, it's not. Okay, that's just a UI thing, I guess. That's not actually... Yeah, that's just a UI thing. Okay, that's something that could be fixed in the future. Like, like all the hierarchy under it, you know, for consistency's sakes, I feel like they should all be highlighted green or all say automated or something like that. Nationalists trying to enforce acquiratory. Okay, so they did that way over here. They take Manchukuo. I mean, that's just a puppet state. I'm assuming that's what they did. Yeah, that definitely freed up some more IC. Okay, we have an entire another infantry corps to put in, and we're gonna put them in over here. Let's just go like let's do this. I'm gonna put them all in over here. We're gonna make a new corps. We're going to attach it to the 3rd Army here. Now they should be automated, right? They are. And they're moving. Okay, that's good. Well, before they said they needed 54, now they need 44. Okay. Well, it seems like they're reorganizing the front based on what's going on. I still don't know, like, why? When it's unautomated, I feel like they shouldn't be moving their guys so far out of range like that. Popular front, no big deal. Something that's... Oh, okay, I know this is going to be such a minor complaint about the game. But something that always bothered me is, let's see if we go to... Let's go, brigade attachment. Like, when you click on something, a lot of times the pictures are not correct. Motorized AA. Does that look like motorized AA to you? It's not motorized in any way. It's just on wheels. That does make it a motorized. That's clearly like just... It looks like stock pictures. Especially, and they don't... Most of the time, they don't change. Anti-tank. Look at this picture. Look how shitty this picture is. Like, you guys, seriously, you couldn't put more effort into... I know it's such a small, stupid thing. But come on. Tank destroyer. That's not a picture of a Hetzer. That's a fucking American M10. Is what that is. That's not even German. Self-propelled artillery. Wesp. This... I think that's a Panzer... I think that's a Panzer II. But the Wesp had the turret removed, and I think a 105mm cannon mounted at the top of it. That's a picture of an armored car. Garrison militia. I guess that's okay. Cavalry is okay. Infantry. Some of the pictures are fine, but some of them are just so far departed from what they should actually be. Like light tanks, I feel like for Germany, maybe not a picture of an American tank. This one's correct. That is a Panzerkampfwagen 3. That is correct. But it goes, it's across the board though. That one's right. Let's see. That is a Stuka. That is a Hinkel 111. That is a Messerschmitt 109. That's a P40. Oh jeez. I don't know why. Like I said, I will fully well admit it. Stupid little quip. Stupid little thing. But it still annoys me. And it's a small thing, but it's also something that didn't need to be done incorrectly. Oh, some of the planes are finally starting to complete. Well, that's nice. Let's look at this. It would have been down here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We're doing these guys one at a time. I was like, shouldn't there have been more? No, they're just doing those one at a time. And what's good about what's interesting about these games is that there is the decay of your practical decay in construction, and this is going to change. The same concept is going to be there in Hearts of Iron 4, but it's going to change a little bit. As you build things more often, that you get better at building them, and that's going to it's an important feature of this game, but it's going to be a more important feature of Hearts of Iron 4, which makes me happy. Like something that was that they talked about in some of the the developer diaries is and especially when you're playing as Germany, because when you play Hearts of Iron, you play as Germany. Yeah, you'll go through and play the other country for shits and giggles, but you know, of the time you're spending in the game, you're gonna be fucking playing as Germany. So like if you're playing as Germany, say you know early on you're building a lot of Panzerkampfwagen 3s, a lot of Panzerkampfwagen 4s. So you're building those for a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, or in you know the longer you build them, the better you get in constructing them. You build them quicker. You can really crank out the quantities. But then you get to Panzerkampfwagen 5, Panzerkampfwagen 6, your Panthers and your Tigers. Do you want to, you know, retool your factories for the new technology? You'd have those cool tanks, you'd be producing far fewer of them, or maybe you want to keep your factories cranking out those Panzer IVs because you just need the numbers. And that's, you know, those are things decisions you're going to have to make. I'm so excited. And I get kind of mixed feelings playing Hearts of Iron 3 right now, considering how, you know, we're theoretically several months away from Hearts of Iron 4, I'd say. I get the mixed feelings because this game is very good, but it also, I always felt like this game was not half-assed, because they clearly didn't half-ass it, but maybe 3/4 assed, if that makes any sense to you guys. I always felt like you put a lot of effort into doing certain putting features into the game, but then you kind of drop the ball at the last few steps of the marathon. Compared to like Crusader Kings 2 and Europa Universalis 4, this game is not polished comparatively. Yeah, at the time it was great, but when you look at the other games that came out more recently, where they really focused in on their development strategy, you can see what the game was supposed to have been and what it's lacking. It becomes more and more evident. But like I said in the first episode, I'm very happy that I decided to do this, because it'll really refresh mine and your memories about what Hearts of Iron 3 was and what the games used to be like before Hearts of Iron 4 comes out. So we'll go into it with fresh, fresh in our minds what things are. And our CAGs are starting to finish. Let's take a look at our production. The first range, the first set of radar stations is almost done. As soon as this rocket test site goes, that'll free up 30 IC. That's going to be great. And these are not serialed. It's only just the one. We're actually very close to our production goals right now, and I think what I'm going to do is, because we need to be building more tanks. We're not building any tanks right now, and we need to be constructing tanks. So I think as soon as we're done with that guerrilla warfare, very good, large front advance, very good. As soon as we're done with that rocket test site, Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to take that IC and devote it to the production of new Panzer divisions. Okay. A lot of new tech just finished. Very good. All good stuff. That, and I'll actually show you right now. It was all this land stuff. And even though it's ahead of its time and it's going to be taking a hit, I don't really have too much else to do right now. Let's see, is there anything else we could be doing? I'm looking. Why don't we start working on that? It's ahead of the time, but whatever. I didn't do anything into anti-aircraft because, frankly, I never used anti-aircraft stuff. I never felt like it was very useful. Well, you know what we could be doing? This is all ahead of its time for now. We can throw in the 1937s. Take out the 1938s, though. And let's go to theory and start working on a little bit of this. So let's go automotive, artillery, mobile, infantry, mechanical, definitely, aeronautical, and naval. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Get a little bit of that going. That'll reduce my decay, I believe. Okay, we're gonna... These are my new tactical bombers. Let's put them right here for now. Just gonna kind of keep them concentrated right here. I'll move them around before hostilities start, though. Oh, shit. You know what I just realized? Our descent is a little bit high. So let's... to get that down, all you do is move this slider up. You know, overproduce consumer goods a little bit, and then it'll go down. We're going to need to produce officers soon, too. Let's unlock this one. Let's put this up. Just a tad. We don't need to put a ton into it. Let's do that. We can actually add in a couple more projects if we wanted to. Let's see. Convoy rating. We're going to do convoy rating. Cruiser and battleship, yes. Submarines we're not doing. Cruiser and battleship, yes. Light cruiser, yes. Basing, yes. So let's do that. And destroy escort efficiency, no. Battleship we're not doing. Destroyers we're not doing. Target choice, yes. Target chance, target choice, okay. Radar, yes. Sortie penalty, yes, 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 and yes. The things we're not doing destroyers, we're not doing submarines, we're not doing battleships, so there's no point in putting effort into the research for those things that we're not even fucking doing. I'm going to build one fleet. Preferably what I would like it to consist of is 2 carriers, 2 battle cruisers, 4 to 6 heavy cruisers, and I'd say 4 light cruisers. That'll be my primary battle fleet, and then as time permits... Oh, shit, you know, I bet that just... Wait, what did we just do? Oh, you know, consumer goods, that's what it is. It's like, why are we wasting production? Actually, while we're here, why don't we do this? We're going to do that, and self-propelled. And let's do 2 runs of 3 as reserves. There we go. You know what we're also going to throw in, because they go together in the cores, is motorized, self-propelled, and tank destroyer. There we go. We're going to throw in two runs of 2. And that's when those completed, those will double my armored core. I should probably do some straight-out light tanks, too, because they're quick. They're not very combat effective, especially when you're going to make it up over here into Russia, but they are quick. They're nimble. They can get to where they need to be quickly. Like, what are we working with in terms of speed here? 7 kilometers an hour. And if we look, go to production, let's look at our light tanks. 9 kilometers an hour. So they're 2 kilometers an hour quicker than my medium tanks. Alright, let's crank this up to... Oop, nope, not pause. Let's crank it up to speed 5 and get this stuff going. I feel like some construction's going to finish soon. I was just looking at this a second ago. Ah, yeah, there we go. Another Army Corps. Some more Wehrmacht. And the radar just completed. There we go. And I believe... Did it finish? I don't see the what's it called in there anymore. Fighter pilot, interception, fighter... Okay, good. Well, for starters, let's... Where should the first... well, we need to see what's going on in Europe. So why don't we're going to put this right on the coast in Bitburg. Now, let's put it at the airport, right here. So let's stack these guys up here. I found it better to always stack the radar installations rather than spread them out. Rocket test site, let's throw that right into Berlin. Shits and giggles, these guys will go together there. And we have another army corps. This is going to go to Poland. So, okay, Switzerland, that's fine. And we're going to do the same thing we did before, create the army unit. We're going to attach that to the 3rd Army. 3rd Army is part of the 2nd Army group. So now these guys are part of the AI group. Well, let's see what they do. Let's crank this up to speed 5 and see where they go. Thank you very much. That's going to be... The tactical bombers going to be super important. You know, as much as I... You know, the combat air support guys they're so much cheaper to build. So much quicker to build. But their range is severely limited. Glad I got some more planes coming in. Severely limited. Alright, that's fine. Okay, let's look at these now. Yeah, these were almost 5 apiece before. Now they're down to about 2.5. Alright, you're going. Yeah, I think that was like 18 before, and that was like 15. Ships are going. CAGs. When those finish, that'll free up 18, and that'll go into the Panzer divisions. That's good. Alright, that's good. Production's going, increasing the size of our military. What I've noticed playing in Germany as the past is that this rare minerals is the one that falls out the first in terms of... Yes, hello cat. My cat is begging me for attention right now. Hello to you too. Is rare mineral... Okay, we're gonna get this sentence out. Rare minerals is what I tend to run out of first. So general... I feel like you know, as soon as you can, you kind of need to sprint and grab as much territory as you can. Austria's going to get annexed. Czechoslovakia is going to get annexed. Now, that leaves me the Balkans, or the Baltic states, not the Balkans. Baltic states, Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. These I like to overrun myself. And the reason I like to do that is because if you don't, they're going to go to the Soviet Union. And frankly, it's a really, really good launching point to take Leningrad from Estonia. I mean, you go from here to here instead of from here through Soviet territory to there. So I'm gonna overrun those. Now, down here, Yugoslavia, Albania, Greece, that should go to Italy. If Italy plays its part, should go to Italy. Bulgaria, Bulgaria and Hungary usually end up allying with me. Romania. Oh, God, Romania. I do not know what to do about Romania, because Romania has caused me to lose. When I've played as Germany before, Romania has caused me to lose. Like, you know, I had this entire line right up here, stationed with men. All they had to take care of was this little tiny border right here. It's on a river. I mean, that is an easy place to defend. I mean, if I knew I had to defend this border from there to there, you know, forts all around here. You know, you throw in your infantry with tons of artillery, and you can easily defend that border. But what happened is, I blew through the Soviet lines. I smashed the Soviet lines, and I made it, you know, probably I took Leningrad. I didn't make it to Moscow, but I took the Crimea. I took, you know, I know I went there. I know I made it this far. I'm looking at some of these cities, see if I recognize the names. I don't think I made it to Kursk, Kharkov. No, I didn't. I think that's about where I stalled off, Kharkov. Alright, well, anyway, and then what happened is the Soviets just utterly destroyed the Romanians, just like they did at Stalingrad. They just ripped through the Romanian lines and flanked all the way, just went bloop, right over this way, and you know, completely outflanked my solid front. So, I feel like there's two ways I could take care of this. I could take out Romania myself, absorb them into Germany. Easy. Or what I can do is, like, I can't really station my men in their territory because they wouldn't be supplied correctly. What I could do is I could stack a ton of armor units right here, 2 cores, and just run like this. Run all the way down the coast to Odessa here, which is where they're probably going to have their fleet station, but they'll move them over to Sevastopol after I take that. And I could run down here and basically co-opt the front from the Romanians and take it away from them. That would be a way of doing it. Or I could take Romania. Like I said, Austria is going to fall to me. In my experience, Hungary has been more annoying than anything else, so I might take them. I hope Italy does their part. I really do. I hope Italy does their part. Oh, my radar is starting to work, isn't it? I just noticed that I had sight far further than I did before. Yeah, it's already all the 100% up to level 5. Nice. Whoa, okay, we stole submarine blueprints from England. I'm not going to be building submarines, so that's not a big deal to me. Heavy A guns, no big deal. Researching it, but I'm probably not going to even build them. It'll just increase the efficiency of the ones I have right now. Alright, what's going to be finished next? So these guys will finish up in February, 2 months away. These guys will finish up in coming summer. March, April. It'll be these guys aren't going to finish till 38, so these are a year away still. But you know, as soon as they're done, I'm not going to be able. It's going to fill out my fleet. That's what I'm happy about. Well, I'm thinking Graf Zeppelin will be finished before the war starts. I'm not sure about the Peter Strasser. I'm not sure about that. And oof. I really wish that these guys were going quicker. But you know, that'll free up 18 IC right there when those finish. Interdiction, tactics, atomic research, automotive. Okay, those are all just the little research things I put in. Theories. All the theories I put in there. What does this actually do? It reduces your decay. Okay, that's good. So, you know, when you get those points, decay, I guess, I never really realized it, but decay has apparently always been a part of Paradox games, even back this far. Alright, it's January 1937, and I think I'm going to end this episode right here. These are going to finish when? February 15th. Okay, so in the first few minutes of the next episode, we'll have another Army Corps. Again, gonna go to Poland. I'm going to definitely need more for the French campaign, but I mean, Poland is completely... Like, they're doing a pretty good job spacing these guys out. I mean, well, not a great job. Hang on. I feel like I'm missing something here. There's a core. There's a core. Oh, there's 2 cores stacked right on top of each other. Like, why do you space them out like this instead of putting them right next to each other? Well, we'll keep talking about the AI when it comes time to actually fight that battle. So everybody, if you've enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.